Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Monday, August 4th, 2025. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, CDM number 9. Well, high pressure's in control today. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful day. We have a little weak trough hanging around too. It's going to produce a few scattered clouds, but that's pretty much about it. Temperatures this morning range from the lower to mid 60s over your higher elevations, upper 60s to lower 70s in your suburbs, and lower to mid 70s in your urban areas. Winds are generally light and variable, but they'll develop from the east around 1 to 5 miles per hour, which really won't be all that bad. For today, we'll take a look at our latest surface and radar from WeatherTap. Not much going on. High pressure's in control. Very, very quiet weather conditions. And when we take a look at our latest visible satellite picture, if I could jump to the right one, there we go. You can see the primary impact here. And let's just refresh this real fast. But you can see it's pretty much just a little bit of haze. It's from a little bit of smoke from Canada. A nice little gift from the north here. But other than that, pretty much just scattered cloud cover. Now, if you have asthma or anything like that, you might feel some of that smoke influence. So just be aware of that. It could create a little bit of a headache, a little bit of a breathing issue. But other than that, everyone else should be fine, as this is very light and the impact on the air quality is not too bad, still under 100. So not too bad at all. When we take a look at our infrared satellite picture, there is trouble off the coast. This is Dexter, but Dexter is moving away from us. So it's not going to have any impact on our weather pattern whatsoever as it continues to exit out. But if you're heading to the shore today, just watch out for that riptide. It can be a little bit strong and it can pull you out pretty quickly. So if you see any type of notice on that, I'd probably stay out of the waters if it's a bit too strong or if you don't have a lifeguard nearby. Other than that, it's beautiful. Nothing's going on. And really this week is all about very quiet weather conditions. However, high pressure is going to set up to the north of us around New England. That's going to set up an onshore flow for the rest of this week, an easterly wind. Now, this easterly wind is going to drive moisture from the Atlantic and run it up the Appalachian Mountains. And when that happens, it can produce scattered cloud cover, mostly mid and low level cloud cover, and a few pesky isolated showers, especially starting on Wednesday afternoon. But again, the key word here is isolated. Other than that, maybe 1/100th of an inch of precipitation, not a lot of rainfall out of it. But, if you have any outdoor plans and you get, any type of picnic or baseball game, just be aware it could be a passing shower. Very, very brief, very, very light, not a major impact on your plans, but just be aware of that. So let's dive into this forecast for today. And here, let me fix this real fast for you. There you go. Okay, so for today, high pressure's in control, tranquil weather conditions. Look for high temperatures in the lower to mid 80s over the northern interior, upper 80s to lower 90s on the I-95 corridor, mid to upper 80s along the coast. Low humidity, so we won't have too much of an impact from the heat index. For tonight into tomorrow, scattered cloud covers expected. Look for lows in the lower to mid 60s over the northern interior, mid to upper 60s along the coast. Highs lower to mid 80s over the northern interior, upper 80s to lower 90s on the I-95 corridor, and mid to upper 80s along the coast. When we get to Wednesday, this is where we see a slight increase in the shower potential. Again, just isolated showers, very, very quiet otherwise. It's a mix of sun and clouds with the same scenario. Lower to mid 60s over the northern interior, mid to upper 60s in your suburbs, upper 60s to lower 70s in your urban areas. High temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 80s throughout the region with that easterly wind. On Thursday, easterly wind continues with, again, an isolated shower possible here and there, but for the most part, tranquil weather conditions with high pressure in control. Look for low temperatures to range from the lower to mid 60s over the northern interior, mid to upper 60s in the suburbs, upper 60s to lower 70s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 80s. Now on Friday, rinse and repeat, same thing. Scattered cloud cover, isolated shower is possible. Look for low temperatures in the upper 50s to mid to upper 50s over the northern interior, lower to mid 60s in your suburbs, mid 60s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 80s over the northern interior, upper 80s to lower 90s on the I-95 corridor, lower to mid 80s along the coast, and upper 70s to lower 80s on Long Island. On Saturday, High pressure remains in control. Scattered cloud cover and isolated shower is possible but unlikely. Look for low temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s over the northern interior, lower to mid 60s in your suburbs, mid 60s in your urban areas. High temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 80s over the northern interior, upper 80s to lower 90s on the I-95 corridor, lower to mid 80s along the coast, upper 70s to lower 80s on Long Island. On Sunday, scattered cloud cover is expected, but the high pressure system shifts a little bit to the southeast and a cold front starts to approach from the Ohio River Valley. So look for a mix of sun clouds. Again, isolated shower threat, but nothing really too significant. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 60s over the northern interior, mid to upper 60s in your suburbs, upper 60s to lower 70s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 80s over the northern interior, mid to upper 80s along the coast, and upper 80s to lower 90s in on the I-95 corridor. And then on Monday, that cold front will move through in the afternoon, evening hours with scattered showers and possibly a few thunderstorms. Doesn't look all that severe at this point. Look for low temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s over the northern interior, lower to mid 70s in your suburbs, and mid 70s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 80s over the northern interior and along the coast, upper 80s to lower 90s on the I-95 corridor. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day. And as always, stay safe out there.